From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
The discovery of a dead dog has raised concerns of animal abuse and torture in Deer Lodge. I'll tell you the story coming up.
I'm Casey Conlon. Coming up in our latest Kids in Crisis installment, we'll show you how sexual violence is on the rise in Montana's high schools.
Well, happy Wednesday, Southwest Montana. What a beautiful shot this morning for our friends in Butte. That's Community Hospital of Anaconda's ICAM. A few clouds, sun starting to rise. Gorgeous morning out there, though it is brisk.
It is brisk, and that wind really does have a bite. The wind's not quite as strong this morning as it has been. It can't last forever, right?
Thankfully.
Sometimes it feels like it. 20s for most of us this morning. The wind speeds have let up. We've had some wind gusts up near 25 miles an hour from time to time this morning, but the winds are dying down. Most of that strong wind is back into central and eastern parts of Montana as that system moves on out. That means that we're going to see clearing skies over the course of the day today. We'll see a few passing clouds through the afternoon and evening. Daytime temperatures into the 40s. Don't let that fool you. Wind chill values will be into the 30s for most of the day, so grab a couple of extra layers for the kids as they head out the door. They'll be glad. They may not tell you that, but they'll be glad they did.
They won't tell you, that's for sure.
No, that's for sure. We'll talk more about your big cool down heading in this weekend, coming up in just a few minutes.
Right, thank you, Matt. 6:30, we start this morning in Powell County with some sad news. Mummified remains of a pit bull found near Deer Lodge. MTN's Caitlin Aguilar spoke with the concerned citizen who found it. We want to warn you, these pictures could be upsetting to some.
Deer Lodge citizens are concerned about the recent discovery of the mummified remains of a pit bull just outside of town. John Greenwood had discovered the animal when a neighbor approached him to check it out.
Because we thought it might be a cat with a tracker collar on it. And when we got out here, we saw it was a dog.
Around the neck of the mummified pit bull were two remote-controlled shock collars. Greenwood says the dog appeared forced down into the slope of trees where it ultimately died.
It was automatically in my mind that this was an animal abuse case and that this dog suffered something fierce with those two shock collars on her.
Greenwood says last summer, two dogs were found in wooded areas west of Deer Lodge. Powell County law enforcement confirmed another dog was found deceased in the same area as the pit bull. The Powell County Sheriff says not to worry and that there's no indication that this dog is connected to other dead dogs found near the west side of Deer Lodge.
The incident involving the two deceased dogs were not related in any way that we know of. The time frame of death is quite a ways apart.
Sheriff Gavin Rosellis says that since the dog had been there for several months, it was difficult to determine the cause of death.
Unfortunately, dogs die, and sometimes through our investigation, we find that the owners of the dogs are responsible. Other times we find that it was accidental in nature. At this point in our investigation, have any indication that it was nefarious in nature.
Sheriff Rosellis reminds pet owners that they have an obligation to take care of their animals. In Deer Lodge, Caitlin Aguilar, MTN News.
All right, thank you, Caitlin. 6:31 now. 13.5%. It's a startling number because it represents the percentage of Montana students who say they've been the victims of sexual violence over the past 12 months. This morning, MTN's Casey Conlon takes a closer look at an even scarier number, from the Muscle Shell to Missoula and everywhere in between.
We kicked off our Kids in Crisis series last week with some alarming numbers showing a 30-year high of depression among Montana high school students, with high accompanying rates of suicidal thoughts. The school counselors we spoke to say it's one of the hardest topics to hear about. The other is sexual violence, and those numbers from the 2021 Youth Risk Behavior Survey paint a similarly grim picture.
It's incredibly difficult to hear, especially when you think it's 1 in 10 kids.
Renee Schoening, a longtime Montana K-8 counselor and now executive director of the State School Counselor Association, is referring to this number. 11% of high school students say they have been physically forced to have sexual intercourse when they did not want to. The more common term is rape.
It doesn't really surprise me just because I've been doing this work for a very long time. And I've heard a lot of stories.
But sometimes it's not necessarily reported to the school. Sometimes it'll be reported either to the authority or other resources that we have within the community as well.
Jessica Buboltz, a current Missoula Hellgate counselor, says her school administrator will report alarming cases to police. Missoula County's numbers are slightly lower than average at 10.1%. Yellowstone County is right in line at 11.1%. According to Billings police stats, there were 37 offenses for sexual abuse of children in 2021 and 15 offenses of statutory rape.
As a community, as Montana, I think it's something that we need to work towards. All schools across the board.
The numbers are worse in the state's more rural districts. Golden Valley is one of two at over 20%. Musselshell is at 16.2%, and Bighorn County is the third highest in Montana at 17.5%, almost 1 in 5 kids.
And it's the schools that are in those isolated locations that need it more than anybody, because many school counselors who are working in rural districts report that they're the only one with any mental health training for 100 miles.
It's why Schoening has dedicated her life particularly to this issue.
When they know that that's not normal, and you give them the tools and tell them what they need to do if they experience something like that, then they can go get the help that they need. We have to do something for our kids. We have to. It's not an option anymore.
In Billings, Casey Conlon, MTN News.
6:34 now, shifting gears a bit, the inflation price hikes straining just about everyone, including organizations designed to help people in need. Newsy's Mara Siriani spoke to a food rescue organization in Houston. They say they have to absorb the increased cost of fuel, food, and supplies to keep it cost-free for donors and recipients.
Second Servings of Houston helps people through hard times.
Because they're being squeezed, they don't have money to cover an 8.6% increase in grocery prices.
Founder Barbara Bronstein says steep inflation is putting pressure on the already strained budgets of seniors and the disabled living on fixed incomes.
Salads, fresh fruit, vegetables, dairy, meat.
Staff and volunteers delivering fresh food at a pop-up grocery store in South Houston. Bronstein says it's needed now more than ever.
They also don't have easy access to transportation, so we bring the market to them.
In Milwaukee, people are shopping smarter.
I go out and wholesale and maybe buy half of cattle or whole beef and then have them process that and then have food for an entire year instead of having to always rely on, if you're going to have the supply.
In Colorado Springs, restaurant owners of Urban Tandoor say they've added a 5% inflation fee found at the bottom of every bill.
Our food costs from before COVID to now has doubled almost.
Experts say high costs are part of a domino effect in the supply chain.
When fuel went up from $2 to $4, that adds a cost at every step of the way from the field all the way to the plate.
According to the USDA report, all food prices are expected to go up between 4.5% and 5.5% this year. Poultry is trending even higher, expected to increase between 6% and 7%, dairy between 4% to 5%. Closed in by the highest increase in goods in 40 years, it's a spike that's hurting organizations like Second Servings too.
So where it took $80 to fill up one of our refrigerated vans, it's now taking $120. We're paying 62% more for our supplies, but it's something we have to do.
Now, the plastic used to create this water bottle is extremely useful, but also extremely stable, and that stability makes it really hard to get rid of.
You throw your bottle into the blue bin and you miss, and it just so happens to go into Bozeman Creek. That maybe that bottle you accidentally threw into Bozeman Creek is now going to biodegrade because it's not made of the same sort of plastic that it was 10 years ago.
We very directly have a problem that we now have a solution for, or at least we're getting closer to a solution for.
From the beginning, this is the only thing that I've ever wanted to work on in science because I just find it such a compelling and meaningful and relevant project.
Graduate students at MSU have been working for years to find a way to make this tough plastic biodegrade itself.
So our piece in this puzzle is taking a look at how nature has evolved to take this molecule that didn't exist like 60, 70 years ago. Bacteria have evolved to utilize this material.
We want to turn it into biomass. We want to upcycle it, make it into something useful, not just get rid of it, but really make it profitable or relevant or helpful.
The lab focuses on enzymes that already exist in our environment that can act as digestion, transforming the material into something useful.
These enzymes are not going to eat your clothes, they're not going to eat your car. They are our friends, and we are just here to study them and here to help them along and make them better.
There's always something more to do. There's always another way to make it better. There's always something more that we can keep working on, and so that kind of drive just keeps us moving.
At Montana State University, Jane McDonald, MTN News.
All right, thank you, Jane, very much. 6:39 now. We're going to take a break.